All right, joined now by Brad Knighton, the starting goalkeeper of the New England Revolution, in town for a really good cause, kicking childhood cancer. We'll get to that in just a bit. First, I want to talk about the play on the field. You guys are in 7th place right now. Probably not where you wanted to be at the beginning of the year, but still in striking distance for a playoff spot. What's the mentality with 3 games to go?
Yeah, it's great. It's everything to play for. You know, obviously it's not where we want to be, like you said, but everything to play for these last 3 games. So we'll see what happens these next 3 games.
Being the goalie, there's a big onus on you, the outcome of the game. Do you feel pressure if it's a 0-0, 1-1 game because you know that next goal could determine the outcome?
Of course, yeah. You know, obviously there's pressure at every position, but for me, mine's magnified a little bit more. But, you know, if we continue to do the small things we do in training day in and day out, and the rest will take care of itself. So I don't really try and harp too much on that and just focus on the next play.
Is there such thing as momentum if you guys string some wins together here and you get into the playoffs, or is it kind of a clean slate?
No, I think momentum's key. We've won 3 in a row before this past weekend, and you know we had a little blip in Columbus this past weekend, but you know we're hoping to bounce back here at home against Kansas City.
Now, you took over the job full-time in late July. How has it been kind of overtaking that job as a starter with Bobby still in the mix and kind of asserting yourself as a team leader at the position?
Yeah, you know, Bobby and I have a great relationship on and off the field, and it's a competitive sport. Every spot's competitive, and you know everyone wants to play. But you know, I've done well with the time I've gotten and had the opportunity to start multiple games in a row. And for me, it's continuing to do the small things well and train well and hopefully play well in the games and keep this team in games. And you know, that's what I'm looking to continue to do these next 3 games.
All right, Kansas City Saturday will be a key matchup. What do you see in this one?
Yeah, I see 2 teams both looking to get into the playoffs, and obviously we're at home, and you need to take points at home if you want to try and make the playoffs. So for us, these next 2 home games are crucial for us, and we need 3 points and nothing less.
All right, you have the scarf right now, kicking childhood cancer. You're just at Hasbro Children's Hospital. You guys are doing a guest bartending gig tonight to raise money for the cause. Tell me about the Revolution taking part in this. Yeah,
so September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and so our date is set actually for October 1st, so it's our game against Kansas City this weekend. And for us, you know, we're trying to build a cause and trying to meet as many children as possible. We've been to Boston Children's, we've been to Hasbro here in Rhode Island, so we're trying to reach out in the community and touch some kids that need some support. And for us, it's the least we can do and put a smile on their face while doing it.
They look up to professional athletes so much, of course. What is I guess the funniest question you've gotten or the comment from these little kids, because it's pretty entertaining when you're interacting with them?
They ask how big your mansion is.
Any question about maybe a penalty kick? What's your I always like to ask goalkeepers this. What is your game plan on a PK?
Yeah, you know, we normally get plots before the game of tendencies of players and where they like to go. So I kind of have an idea of that, but you kind of get a feel of the game flow as well. To kind of get an idea if they like to kind of hit it with more power or try and place it in the corner. So that kind of makes the decision on whether you're going left or right.
All right, and last question. The Revolution have had, you know, so many successful seasons over the years. We're in the championship game a couple years ago. So is getting to the playoffs essential for this organization based on its track record?
Yeah, you know, obviously we want to be contenders every single year, and for us, this is a great year. You know, our team's been there before. The main key guys are still there that have been here the last couple of years, and for us, you know, once we get into the playoffs and get above that red line, anything can happen. And so normally the team that normally wins the regular season doesn't always win the championship.
Sure.
So you know, you just want to get into the playoffs and coming in on a high note, and anything can happen from there, and hopefully we can get back to MLS Cup.
All right, Brad, good stuff. Thanks so much. And if you're around, go to, is it Brass Monkey tonight?
It's a Brass Monkey, yeah.
There
7 to 8:30. We'll be there serving drinks and helping support childhood cancer awareness.
All right, Brad, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck this weekend and continued success with the Revolution.
Thank you.